Today we're going to be doing a oil change. First thing you want to do is make sure you have your stands up under the frame and shake the car before you get under it, just to make sure that everything is steady. And we are going to be taking and draining the oil. This is a 07 Chevy Impala, and we're just going to be doing just a simple oil and filter change today. So open up the drain plug and you just let it out a little bit and let it drain down into your pan. Okay, now we got the channel locks onto the filter, and this one here was pretty loose, not too tight. You never want to tighten them so tight to where you can't loosen them, so we're ready to go there, and we're still draining the oil. Once the oil is done draining, you put back your oil plug and you get your wrench on there. You don't want to over tighten it because you'll strip the threads. So once it's tight, just give it a little jerk, and that's about all you need. Otherwise you're going to wind up stripping it. Next thing, you pull your drain pan underneath your oil filter, and once you get your oil filter ready, you can twist it a little bit, and then it will start to drain. Once, you might want to wait until it's done draining into the bucket, and then after it's all done draining, then you can twist it the rest of the way off. Okay, it looks like it's finished draining from the filter, so we take a rag and untwist it. That way we don't get ourselves all full of oil, and then we can just tip it into the bucket. There we go. Yeah, we can just let it drain down into the bucket there. Okay, we just want to make sure that the filter area is clean, no debris or chunks of anything that'll get in the way of the filter seal. And this here, make sure the filter is all clean in area. There's no dirt or grime on it. And then we usually put a little bit of oil on there, but there's a little bit right from the flange where it came off of, and just hand tighten it. You don't want it too tight. Okay, and then we also check the CV boots, make sure there's no leaks. No leaks at the hoses, the brake hoses going up, and also the other CV boot, make sure there's no leaks. Usually they will leak around where you see the metal strap, and if you see a lot of grease coming out of there, then you know you got a leak in there and you're going to have to take care of that. Alright, the other thing you can check for is you shake the top and the bottom of the tire, make sure there's no play, and also sideways, no play both sides, and everything else looks good on. Okay, remove the stands and ready to go down with the car. Make sure nothing's in the way. Okay, next thing we're going to be doing is filling it with oil, 4 quarts. This particular engine, 3500 V6, like I said, this is a Chevy Impala. Takes 4 quarts, and we're using 5W30. We're using Quaker State. So what you want to check is your master cylinder, brake fluid. Make sure that you have enough in there. You usually have marks on the sides that'll show you how full it is. And yeah, this guy does have enough in there. Sometimes you can shake the bottle, you'll be able to see it on the side of the container of how full it is. And this guy is okay. What I'm going to check is the air cleaner, and you got to pop off on this one. You pop off the latches there, and then you can pull this air filter back a little bit to see how clean the air cleaner is. And with this guy, it looks like it's pretty clean, so we can leave this guy go. A lot of times the air filters are good for 30,000 miles before you have to change them, and make sure that you secure the box again so you don't get any excess air going past the air filter. Just going to fill up our washer bottle, make sure it's all the way full. And there we have it, we're all done. You need to reset the oil life monitor just by pressing the little check mark until you read 100% oil life remaining. We'll check your tires, 31, 30, 30, and 28 in the rear. And the door panel, the reading on that is, looks like it's 30 degrees. It'll be a yellow tire sticker on your door post, and that'll tell you what your manufacturer specification is for your tires. Now, this is in the winter time, going towards winter time, so we're going to always add 3 to 4 pounds more, because for every 10 degrees, 1 pound of air pressure. Okay, reset the tire pressures to 37 psi, because we're going to be going into real cold weather, and that'll be dropping. So as long as you're over 30 when it's real cold, you'll be okay. The other thing is you want to start your engine and run the engine to where your oil filter will fill up. And once the oil filter is full, then you can shut the thing off, but you need to wait for at least about 10-15 minutes so that everything drains down, so you get a proper reading on the oil gauge or the oil dipstick. Okay, no leaks on the floor, everything looks clear, no dripping of oil, which you want to make sure that you don't have anything leaking from the oil filter.